Hello, welcome to Back to Coding. For better understanding of this video, I highly recommend you to check out the previous video or the complete playlist in the description below. Today I'll be talking about how to get a reference to the database in the SQLite and what is the difference between getReadable database versus getWritable database. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and a bell icon so that whenever I publish a video, you get notified instantly about it. Over the past few videos, we have seen how to build a query that returns a cursor. The query method is defined in the SQLite database class, which means in order to call it, we need to get a reference to our coffee database. The SQLite OpenHelper class implements a couple of methods that can help us with this: getReadable database and getWritable database method. Each of these methods returns an object of type SQLite database, which gives us access to the database. You call the methods like this and so what's the difference between these two methods? You are probably thinking that getReadable database returns a read-only database object and getWritable database returns one that's writable. In fact, most of the time, getReadable database and getWritable database method both returns a reference to the same database object. This database object can be used to read and write data to the database. So why is there a getReadable database method if it returns the same object as the getWritable database method? The key difference between the getReadable database and getWritable database methods is what happens if it's not possible to write to the database. This can happen if the disk is full, for instance. If you use the getWritable database method, in this case, the method will fail and throw a SQLite exception. But if you use the getReadable database method, the method will try to get a read-only reference to the database. It may still throw a SQLite exception if it can't get read-only access to the database. If you only need to read data from a database, you are best off using the getReadable database method. If you need to write to the database, use the getWritable database method instead. You will probably be able to write to the database if you use getReadable database method, but it's not guaranteed. GetReadable database method tries to get read or write access to the database first. If it fails, it then tries to get read-only access to the database. If it still can't get access, it throws a SQLite exception. GetWritable database tries to get read or write access to the database. If it fails, it throws a SQLite exception. Don't forget to check my other videos which can be helpful to you.